I don't know what I hope to accomplish. I'm not after views, I'm not after money, I'm not after anything. I guess just to get some things off my chest. This August will be 8 years since the beginning of all of my trouble. When my senior year of high school, now you have to understand, me in high school, I didn't care, and I didn't really work towards anything, but my junior year is when I actually found my passion, which was choir, musical theater, and psychology class. I loved it. I had all the teachers I wanted, the classes I wanted, the schedule I wanted, everything. And I was going to graduate on time, get my yearbook, get everything done. But a few weeks after school started, I woke up one morning and I was throwing up, and I had a lot of pain in my stomach. I had round-bound tenderness as well, so it was assumed it was my appendix. Had that taken out, but when I got home it didn't help. Nothing changed. So we started going to doctors, and I had a regular stomach doctor, but I was 17 at the time, and he is a pediatrician. I am basically an adult. So we had to find a new doctor. No one understood what was going on or knew what to do about it. I would be given nausea medicine, I would throw it up. Give me more, throw it up. Eventually, even if I kept it down, I still felt nauseous. It was miserable. And I've always been a big girl. And you grow up and there's these other teenage girls that are like, oh, I'm so fat. I'm going to make myself throw up because I just can't gain any weight. I don't want any. And I never could do that to myself. I tried making myself throw up, never could. So I just never really tried. But when I would, it's miserable to throw up. But to get to the point that everything you eat, everything you drink, even if there's nothing, you're throwing up. Throwing up your stomach bile, even if you have nothing, none of that, you're dry heaving. You're just heaving until something comes up, which is nothing. And that itself hurts. Your stomach muscles contracting to make you throw up, it is painful. But then it started to get to a point that my test results came back fine, saying that I should be healthy, so the doctor stopped believing me. Then it came to a battle of trying to find one that actually would listen. You gotta understand, from the doctor's point of view, patient comes to you, they're claiming this is happening, but you're not seeing any evidence of it happening, and what do? You don't just give them drugs and have them walk out. So I understand. I have no ill will towards any doctor. I have ill will towards the Mayo Clinic, but that's another story. At the time, Arizona medical marijuana was still getting on the ballot. It was still getting in there and trying to get. The only people who could get it were cancer patients. So I had feeding tubes put in me. It got to a point that I lost so much weight. I had lost over 180 pounds in less than a year. And while that in itself is a healthy thing to happen, the way it was happening wasn't. And after 2 years with feeding tubes and trying to get something going, I was given pain medicine. It helped, but it also opened another can of worms in itself. Because even though it helped my stomach, narcotics is not something you want to just take willy-nilly. It's not something you want to take long-term either. That's what happened. I became addicted. And I had no one. All of my friends, I wasn't a very social person, and any friends I did have in high school left me. Well, I don't blame them either. I stopped coming to school. Even though I said it was because I was sick, and I'm the one that stopped coming. Not their fault. So I didn't have any friends. I only had my family. My mom. She believed me. She did everything in her power to help me. Took me to doctors, hospitals, trying to get this done, that done, just to help me. I thank her every day. Because I would have died. There's multiple times I should have died. It was around that time I had met my husband. Love at first sight. It was everything to me. I just saw him, and that's all I saw. I had feeding tubes, and I was in this terrible condition. I couldn't eat solid food at all. I was on a diet of pre-digested formula. And he didn't care. All he did was he would get some marijuana and help me. And when I realized that helped, I worked extra hard to try and get my card and make it legal. So we were dating. I'm addicted to pain medicine. I am full-blown addicted. Doses that would kill regular people. And I had marijuana. When I had the marijuana, I was able to start gaining weight again. I was able to get to a healthy weight. I couldn't walk. I was almost bedbound. My muscles were wasting away to nothing. My husband helped me. But at the same time, I didn't have a doctor that knew what was going on. We get my medical card, and so I'd be smoking the marijuana, and I have these nausea pills, and I have the pain pills. But my addiction grew, and I didn't want it to reach a point that I was on the street looking for heroin. And when you get off pain medicine, that's the hardest thing you can ever do to yourself. Get yourself addicted to a substance, and then take that substance away. It's bad. It sucks. There's no real words to describe the feelings of withdrawal. But I couldn't live that way. I had my husband. We wanted to eventually get married, maybe start a family. I can't do that to my son. So I got off the pain medicine. And it was shortly after I got pregnant. But the doctor still didn't know what was wrong. So it turned into a very harsh pregnancy where we weren't sure if our son was going to live through it. It was tough. My throwing up had gotten so bad. The second trimester, they put in a PICC line, which is a IV that goes into your arm and it's connected to your heart. My third trimester, it went away. It was like magic. Maybe my hormones, don't know, but it was amazing. I was able to eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I didn't have to worry about throwing up. And the doctor started telling me, well, maybe the pregnancy, there's been some cases of pregnancy getting rid of some illnesses, so maybe pregnancy will help me. I gave birth, and I love him. He's my baby. I named him Dante. It's the happiest days of my life having him. But my episodes would still come back. I would still throw up and I would still get sick. It wasn't until last year, year 7, that when I went into the ER one time, we just told them it's an episode, this is what happened, this is what generally helps, what doesn't. And they wanted to keep me in to observe me and try and figure out, okay, let's just try and get whatever's going on diagnosed. No idea. Days went by, and something that developed was that I would take these scalding hot showers. Just burning. I would burn my skin. But it didn't matter. It would help the symptoms. It would help my stomach. And that was when the main doctor came in, and I told him about the whole shower thing, and that was the clue. His daughter at home has the same thing, and it's called cyclic vomiting syndrome, where people go through these episodes where they're just fine, but then they go into an episode where they're not. Mine are consistent. It's episode after episode. I don't have periods of where I'm okay. But I had a diagnosis. I finally had something. I started getting back trouble too. Back issues. Which, you're overweight is kind of to be expected. But so I go to my regular doctor. He's a chiropractor as well. And I was going to get my first time get a chiropractor session. You know, my husband swore by them. They're awesome. I don't like people touching me at all, but if it helped my back, it helped my back. He took an x-ray and did work on my back. He hardly did anything. But whatever he did, it set it into the motions. Later that day, I couldn't walk. It hurt. I couldn't function. I couldn't get out of bed. And it was when we came back the next week and told them, well, this happened since you worked on my back. And it showed the x-ray, degenerative arthritis, a couple discs out of place, the whole meal of back issues, lower back issues. The thing that hurt the most, though, wasn't that I might need back surgery, or, I have to smoke marijuana to keep my stomach happy. That's not the worst part. The worst part was that I had gotten addicted to medicine, and I got off it, only to be told that I need to go to a pain clinic, and that I will need surgery, but any chiropractor or any work on me will make me worse. And then I need to go in and get pain medicine. I feel like it's a step back. I even had a DCS CPS investigation with my son, and it's just, even though you're on a pain contract and you're seeing a doctor and taking the right doses and doing everything you're supposed to, it's hard. I spent my teenage years addicted, and I got off it thinking, it's over. And it's not. And sometimes I don't know what to do. Because I have a 2-year-old son. He turns 3 this year. And I'm going to need back surgery. And I'm taking medicine and all of this crap. And I guess the only reason I'm making this is probably just a vent. I don't expect any views, subscribers. I'm not asking you for anything. It's just hard. I don't really have any friends. I have my husband. We have some of his friends. And I guess they're my friend too, but that's hard. You're a mother, and all of this is happening, and all you want is what's best for your son. And even not what's best for you, you do want what's best for your son. And I guess I'm just venting at this point. So I hope you all have a good day.